Well, this is Manuel Marmier, and you are the writer, director, and you did animation, yes, for
Yes,
Kiko.
a part of it. Yes.
And I have to say, uh, I think your film is one of the most beautiful I've seen. I think uh, each time I watch it, it strikes me in my heart a little more that it's first of all, it's a story that is completely we just have no idea where her journey is going to lead, and it goes to wonderful places, and you somehow I would actually need to keep pausing the film with you and I sitting there watching it, and pause and go, here's why I love what just happened, and then pause again and say, here's why I love what just happened. Because from I mean, you combine manga and kabuki and and the beach in France and uh, and and the male lovers and women's liberation and her liberating
Yeah.
herself from a sexist society. All these amazing things, all in a story that's visually stunning, both in your real action and in your interstitials and recreations. So honestly, I just want to tell you that thank you for sending this film. Seeing a film this stunning and this beautiful just makes my day, and it's kind of why I program a film festival for free. it's uh it's just wonderful work. So thank you for this wonderful work. And I guess the obvious first question is, when did the idea for this film first generate, and what was the process for you bringing all these disparate elements together into something cohesive that works so well as a work of art?
Okay, so the first point of the idea was, well, when I was in my countryside with some friends, we were enjoying they were on holidays, and I was in my countryside, so which is where the film takes place, close to the beach, and this kind of landscape with this forest and beaches and ocean. It was the music first that gave me the idea of this relation between a couple and someone else who was with these two lovers. And but I have to say also that from a long time I wrote some little pieces of scenario of stories. No one finished, so I mean I abort a lot of project writing those stories, and I don't know why, but that time all that past idea they all fixed into a same. I mean, those ideas began to organize on a same story, on the same, how to say, um, the structure began to be clear for me. And so I began to write. I knew that I wanted something about a mix of visual material. It was something very important for me. It was a kind of experimentation. So the first point was a mix of many ideas I had in the past that I couldn't achieve because they were not good enough or enough. They didn't have enough structure. And that time, I don't know why, by chance, by I don't know, stuff began to be more clear for me. And it was something like 4 years ago. I began to write.
And you'd always had an idea to include manga or kabuki like in a film? Was that
Yeah, because
at what point did you decide to introduce such different cultures together?
so I have to say that from the not maybe from the very beginning, but from very early, uh, I introduced this idea of using other visual material than real capture because I was focused on a plan, on a goal. I wanted my film to be with the less dialogue as possible. I'm not a good writer on dialogue. I don't know if I'm a good director of actor. So for me, it was maybe uh, I was afraid not to find myself at the right place as a actor director to direct the actors on dialogue. So I wanted to escape that part. Oh, and also yes, I have to say that I'm director of photography on the beginning. So I'm used to work on making pictures for other directors. So picture is my main language. I could say when I'm working on a film. So I'm more comfortable with making picture, creating picture, than directing an actor while he's acting. So I decided to escape. Um, I tried to make less dialogue as possible, and I wanted that the story could be told only or mainly with pictures. And because I was very into, for me, the fact that the main character, she sees stuff. We are always with her. We can see what she's seeing, but sometimes she sees more than we see. And I was very interested into translating her spirit or what or her artistic point of view while she was drawing. So for me, the drawing is the result of a process. It's the character process, but it allows me to show something that can't be shown. Is that clear?
That is clear, I think it's probably one of the things that's wonderful about it is, yeah, she obviously with a language barrier probably too, she can't speak to those men.
Yeah.
And she ends up communicating with them through art. And I love their reaction to finding her sketchbook. They don't feel that their privacy is invaded. They're a bit honored that she's sketching them, and so yeah, you didn't need dialogue. You didn't need any dialogue between Kiko and her saints, because just exchanging their graphic novel for her sketchbook, it was both sides just saying we appreciate each other, and obviously they were a bit exhibitionist, which I guess would make sense because they're making love outside a lot.
I think I'm not sure they are exhibitionists. For me, they are just free, and they feel they are alone. And because they are alone, they are free to do what they want. And the fact is, she's here and she's observing, she's spying. But I don't think they do that because they know she's here. They do that because they are free.
I agree. I just mean when they found out she was watching, they weren't angry.
Yeah.
They weren't angry, right? They were.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not surprised to hear that you work as a cinematographer and director of photography, because so many shots in this film, whether it's the church or the beach or when she's walking along the path, oh my, you found such beautiful landscapes to tell the story inside.
I just have to say, I didn't do the cinematography of my own film. I asked a very close friend to me. She's Caroline Le Hello. We often work together. She can be the DOP, and I will assist her in doing the light, or I will be the DOP and she used to assist me as a camera assistant. So we are on the we share the lead, and so I was very, I trust her. So while I knew that she knew what I wanted to do, because I brought her with me to make some how to translate this in English. When you discover a place, I knew the place I wanted to shoot, but I took her to discover them, and together we took a camera, a still camera, and we translate the storyboard into a photo board, so that she knew exactly the place I wanted of the character in the picture and the place of the camera in the landscape. So once I did that with her, I mean, for me, I let her the lead of doing the cinematography. I mean, we were always connecting to lead that visual stuff.
Yeah.
But
Visual
I didn't do
language,
the
really.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Great. Well, again, even though you didn't shoot it yourself, obviously it must be great for her to have a director who understands the visual medium so well.
Yeah, I hope we could. I hope we can work together in some other project, because I love to be cinematographer for other directors, and for me it was also a discover and a pleasure to give this work to someone else I trust, to be more focused on something. I mean, directing was something new for me. Not new, but something more. I mean, at that point it was new. Yes, I didn't do that so far.
And then here, let's talk about the animation sequences, because
Okay.
they're quite incredible. And of course, really the climax of the film
Yeah.
is when it shifts to animation, and it's a wonderful dream sequence of hers, or imagination sequence of hers, when you put her in that beautiful red dress and have her walk up to them. Just so visually, I guess I'd say it's not just beautiful, it's confident. You showed a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Um,
I have to, before to speak about the animation, I have to say that the actress Lika Minamoto, I mean, helped me a lot into finding this character. I was very into kind of stereotypical
yeah,
I don't know how to,
stereotypical. Yeah.
stereotypical character with this Japanese woman. She wear a kind of social mask. She's always closed. Her face is very fixed, and we can read the emotion when emotion is overpassing the limit. I mean, she's opening herself, and she helps me a lot. And for me, because I want to go back to animation, because you asked me about the climax of the animation is everything that can't be expressed by her with them will pass by what she has in the brain. And I wanted an animation that can be, it's not a perfect animation, it's not what I was looking for. I wanted something more hypnotic, more as if you were in in a spiral. You understand, a hurricane inside in the eye of a hurricane. So it's a kind of hypnotic spiral that brings us into something that is completely unlinked with reality. And I was very inspired by an old movie, which is Belladonna of Sadness, which is an animation from Japan, from the 1977, if I remember, 75, I don't remember. And it was a lot of, there were very few animation. It was a lot of kind of still image, and the camera was doing traveling in still image, still pictures. And for that work, I asked many 3 artists to work with me on doing the artwork. One of them is Goro Tagame, and he's famous in the gay porn manga. In Yes,
Yeah.
he's
Gay,
kind of
gay,
he's
yeah.
he's the pope of the he's one of the first artists. He's the pope of the gay manga in Japan and also in the world. If I have to make a comparison, there is Tom of Finland in his picture, in his drawing, and in Japan there is Goro Tagame. And two other artists. One is Olivier Coipel. He's an artist, a comic artist that worked for DC and for Marvel and also for Netflix. And he did all the aquarelle. I don't know if you understand aquarelle, the painting work. And also another artist, which is Mark Minchang, and who did mainly the big face. I mean, I shared the work between three artists, and also the animator helps me into doing because I'm not the animator. I did some animation, but I was helped with an animator. Is Gaëtan. I forget his name. Wait. I have to find his name. You will edit it, or you will?
Sure. Well, I'm sure it's not. This is fine. This is
okay. It's Gaëtan Hardy. Gaëtan Hardy. So he also added some drawing on the animation to make it on the drawing that gave us all the artists, the three other artists, and to make something more fluid. So we worked all together. We had to manage with different schedule, which was kind of, post-production was a long process because of that. We were waiting for all of them to send us the drawing for us to put them in animation.
Well, I must say, I would have not expected you to say that there were so many different artists involved, because it's also unified and it has.
Yeah.
Everyone did a wonderful job. Was it a very long process?
So.
The animation, did you shoot this thing in just a week or two, and then it took a year to complete, or?
Actually, before the shooting the film, I with my two actors, the two saints, we shot some photo, something like 3 months before shooting or 4 months before shooting the film. We shot some stills in studio. I wanted them to take the position they would have or they will have while we would be shooting. Sorry, I'm mixed. I'm lost in translation sometimes.
It's working.
So we shot some stills to send those photos to the artist for them to draw some specific position, so that with those drawings that we had before the shooting, we could shot her while she was pretending she was drawing in front of them. So we had this first drawing before the shooting, and then I asked those artists to make some other drawing after to finish the animation. And in the animation, we mixed all those drawings.
That makes sense. That's how you have those beautiful elements together, and even when they are looking through her sketchbook and they're looking at things. So that's what you had, some art for the production, and then the rest of it came after.
Yes.
So you actually had to cast. So how long was the process?
The cast, my main luck is to find Lika Minamoto. She accepted the proposition when I sent her the script, and she's an actress from Japan. She lives also in France, and she's also known for some cosmetic. She was a Kengo.
Like a
model,
spokeswoman model.
Yeah, she was modeling. She modeled for Kengo. For example, she was in the advertisement for Flower by Kengo some years ago. And so for me, it was kind of unexpected. But she said yes, and I was super happy. And the two saints, one of them is my boyfriend, and another one is a friend of mine. Both of them, they are not actors, but they are photographers. They're artists, and they also worked, both of them, into photography, on photography, self-portrait. And I knew that because they were also performers, they could give me what I was expecting. And I wasn't expecting dialogues, but I was expecting acting. I was expecting them to be I don't know how to translate this. I could say I knew that I would comment dire? I trust I trust in that couple. When I see them on the picture, when I see them sharing moments, sharing sweetness, so that I believe that this couple exists. I believe in them, and
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I knew that I could believe on those on their connection. So
And
it was
I
easy to shoot.
another thing I love about the film is is the way you treated male beauty and
Yeah.
the and that that very often I feel that in cinema all beauty is feminine and
Yes.
masculinity is rarely portrayed as a muse or as beautiful or as
Oh,
inspiring. And
okay.
here
Maybe.
you made male beauty and male lovers an inspiration for an artist on camera. She's
Okay. Very.
I found that another reason why I find the film so compelling and so engaging, really, because you you just did something that I think we should see more of.
Okay. Well, thank you for this compliment. I mean, it wasn't something that I was reaching, but somehow I mean I could say that because one of the actor is my partner. Yes, I was inspired also by shooting him. I could say that this. I mean, I could say also that this film. Oh, sorry, my connection is unstable. Can you? It's still going
It
on.
froze a little, but I can hear you
Okay, okay,
and see you.
okay. So I was saying that because that this film somehow is a fantasy. Is I mean, like I could say that mainly film are the fantasy of their director. So it was my fantasy to shoot my boyfriend in the arms of another one, as if they were a couple. I could say that the eyes of Kiko looking on them and drawing them, it's my eyes, but I can't draw, so I put a camera and I film my boyfriend having sex with someone else. I mean, making love with someone else.
Right.
So there is a bit. I can I can also say that about this film and about
Yeah.
my
In a
my
way,
link to this.
Kiko is your
Yeah, it's me.
represents
I
you
mean, somehow, yeah, somehow.
represents you in a way. You
I mean,
are yeah you
I I I feel Kiko of my own fantasy, and then Lika Minamoto, when she read the script, she added something which is very personal. It's her. I mean, she added something that I couldn't I couldn't point with a lot of precision, but she added something huge that makes me believe in the character.
yeah, and her
Feel
performance
Kiko.
is
Yeah,
outstanding and obviously it's so subtle the way she starts off. Her character is completely restricted by her husband and his brother, who's her boss, and then she slowly becomes liberated, and then at the end, and her hair is always back, and
yeah,
then at the end you have just visually she's her freedom. She's free at the end,
yeah. I
which is
wanted something like a flower. She's on the beginning. I would choose the colors of the way she's dressed. She's kind of she fade into landscape. She's not very visible. I mean, on the way of
yeah,
the
she's
way
hiding.
she's
She's
dressed.
hiding.
Yeah, and she just have a little thin red part on her cap, on her hat. Sorry, on her hat.
Yeah, hat, cap. Yeah,
Okay, and step by step the red takes more place, and for me it was like it's like a flower that open. Her liberation is the way she's the flower.
That's beautiful. Well, I actually have to wrap this up, but thank you so much for taking
So
the
you're
time
welcome.
across the ocean to talk to us. And
Okay, it will be a
the film
pleasure.
the story is beautiful, the film is beautiful, the animation is beautiful, the acting is beautiful. Please let her know that and your boyfriend and the other actor know that
Yeah,
they just
thank
did
you.
a wonderful job in this film, and you did a
Okay,
wonderful.
thank you. Merci beaucoup.
And it's an honor. It's an honor to have it in the festival. It really is.
Okay, well, I'm very happy that my work and you find an interest in my work. I mean, it's always a good thing to know that people from all over the place can feel stuff so strongly, so deeply. Uh, for me, it's the best answer. I mean, the best. Yes, the best thing I can hear is when something like the film.
I just wish that this had been a year that we could have shown it in a theater with an audience of filled theater to
Yeah.
talk to you
Okay, let's cross
afterwards.
fingers for maybe some months or maybe another year.
Someday for sure.
Okay, with pleasure.
All right. Well, it was wonderful to meet you this way, and
Okay, merci beaucoup.
it's I believe it's early evening there, so
Yes, it's something like almost 9 p.m. It's okay.
bonne et nuit, or I don't know.
Merci beaucoup.
I
Bonne
have
soirée.
I Americans, we just don't learn. We don't
Oh,
learn.
it's okay. I hope my English was clear enough because sometimes I mix the. I mean,
Your English was great.
okay, thank you.
Everyone I have ever spoken to from France for this festival always apologizes for their English, and honestly, your English is
Okay,
absolutely good.
okay, great.
All
Thank
right,
you.
great. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye.